Hello everybody, welcome to the Dead Unicorn, where today we are pitting 5 samurai against the Eagles starting line offensive. That's right, it's Samurai Super Bowl Sunday! No one here watches sports. No.
I was at an event, like doing caricatures for a Super Bowl event,
For
but
sports bowl,
it was at a restaurant called Smoke Barbecue.
you did a sports bowl caricatures. Did you make little people with tiny football heads?
I made some cheerleaders. I made 2 princesses.
Princesses? Is that a football thing?
Yeah,
They wanted
don't
it.
you know?
They asked for it.
The princesses take the field and you know shit is about to get real. Like,
That's when stuff is gonna go down.
2-minute
When the-
warning, that's when the princesses come out.
Yeah. Flag on the play. No princesses on the field. We need to get those out.
Move them out of here.
That's a 10-yard penalty for no princesses.
First
And
down.
I don't even know if you're making any actual sports references.
Me neither.
I totally am. That's all you need to know. Princess is a real thing.
I know enough to know that most of those were football.
All right, now we need to bring a Naya in the field because we have to slay this dragon that stole this other princess from the other from the opposing team.
We will all
Right.
say the random sports words we know. Offsides, 3-point conversion. I think touchdown.
Foul
Yes,
ball.
touchdown.
Handball.
Foul tip, bunker, or
Strike? Spare? I don't
Google
know.
gobble,
Bowling?
Google gobble. I'm opening Chatterino.
Strike. Strike, yeah. Spare.
That's a turkey.
Spread eagle.
Double,
Oh no.
double,
Love.
double.
love's a term. It's in tennis.
Eagle, birdie,
Google
par.
gobble, Google gobble. One of
Oh,
us.
bogey.
Bogey. Bogey on the play.
Traveling.
Breaststroke?
Breaststroke.
Yeah, I like that.
Get those
Back
princesses
stroke?
off the field.
Backhand.
No
What is it
breaststroke.
called? Back. Something back.
Backhand, I
Yep.
think.
Backhand.
Stroke.
There we go.
Backhand. Yeah,
Backhand.
backhand. Or,
Frog.
spike. Hey, samurais! Hey, thank you for watching, and thank you for putting up with whatever that was. My name's Corey. We're playing Legend of the Five Rings, the role-playing game. It is Shadow Empire, and we're counting down to the poetry competition. It's coming. It'll be here very, very soon. But before we do that, first, thank our patrons scrolling at the bottom of the screen, right down there. They help keep the lights on, and they're very helpful. I've been posting cool little snippets of the behind the scenes of Shadow Empire lore drops. I have been doing lore drops on the Patreon. So, hey, subscribe for that, and they get to pick their favorite character who gets a bonus this week. And the first character, or this week's character, this week's character is Moshi.
You're killing the game.
One more time. Third time's a charm.
Moshi Sora.
They love me.
If you want to vote, you may by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/deadunicorn. Let's talk about one of my favorite patrons who also helps put together the channel, Sebastian. Sebastian, thank you for helping with the VTT always. You rock. And with that out of the way, let us introduce
Remember,
everybody,
the seaweed is
starting
always
with our
greener.
winner, Crystal. Crystal, you're up.
I'm
remember-
Crystal.
And remember, introduce people by name, not by character name.
I'm Crystal, playing Moshi Sora, a Moshi Sun Sentinel who does fire. Anyway, she is trying to figure out why the pink cranes are so powerful, because they mostly just seem like a normal sorority. And it seems like she's got a good lead and can probably figure this out. So, with the help of Ide Youngso, I think we can get through this. That brings us to James.
I'm James. I play Ide Youngso, a unicorn spy and musician who would much rather be the second and is rather happy that his own plans here have finally come to fruition and can spend his time either helping out his companions or just enjoying this festival we've been at. And speaking of his friends, I'll pass it over to Tarek.
Hello, my name is Tarek, and I play Shishiro Kuranagi. She is a Scorpion Clan Shugenja slash ninja slash Bushi. She is really good at making friends with people, and that has been her primary directive so far here in the City of the Rich Frog. One of her major friends is Bayushi Naorin, another is Ide Youngsu, and she has made maybe more of an enemy out of Doji Daisuke than anything, but
Not an enemy, just you're just gonna get squinty eyes every once in a while.
she's trying to do her best to keep everybody safe and secure, and so far has uprooted a lot of information in the city. A lot of weird things going on here. Her biggest goal now is to figure out what that big red button is in the center of that palace to the north.
No one can see it. We got the slates.
I want that button.
Hold
I
on,
want that button,
let me
Corey.
show
Tell me
you.
what the
Let
button
me
is.
show the people at home what the button is.
It
There it
is
is.
How many
a,
buttons can I
a
press? There are
glaring
buttons
red
everywhere.
spot.
I want the button. Give me the
It's like a
button.
pop-up tent.
I will pass over to Sasha.
Hi, I'm Sasha. I play Bayushi Naorin, Kuranagi's partner, and the ex-fiance of Doji Daisuke, which is probably why the Scorpion butt heads with him so much. That and we also literally can't get away from each other for the life of us.
Butt
So,
Sadly.
yeah, fate has a cruel sense of humor. But we recently broke into, not really, we were invited. And then we broke into the governor's mansion, found some interesting stuff that kind of smells like a giant cover-up for something. And now we have the information that Naurin needed to blackmail the governor. Well, to let the Scorpion blackmail the governor. For later, you know? Handy-dandy tool for later. And now we're going to go and harass my husband. So that's always fun. And speaking of husband, I will pass it off to Naurin's not husband, Matt.
All right. So I play Doji Daisuke, part of the Crane clan. He's a bit of a pompous courtier who, as you can probably see from his portrait, likes to eat a few extra snacks from time to time. And is, at this point in time, kind of bumbling his way through, trying to smooth things over to make sure that his giri is salvageable at this point. But hopefully things will work out in his favor, and he is confused as to why Kuranagi led an entire troop of children to him, bugging him for blue ink. Like he
It was
and I
necessary.
Are still confused, huh?
It was necessary.
By your edict.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
As you dunk one into a barrel bobbing for apples, it's like scream.
Definitely dunking children.
I'm gonna go over some of the details that may or may not be important. Of course, they're at the festival. There are children running about, all sorts. There's dancing. There are stalls serving food and knickknacks and games and prizes, and people are dressed in their best festival garb, which includes yukata for women, and a lot of the guys just are bare-chested, wearing haoris and showing off just everyone's showing off.
They're putting their goods out on
Maybe
display.
I should show off a bit.
That's what Kuronagi was trying to do, but you refused vehemently.
Yeah, you could have shown off your goods, but you didn't. You chose not to.
Whip them biddies out.
An interesting
Slap
detail.
some people around with them.
An interesting detail is a bunch of men carrying large clay pots have moved through the festival area, gotten onto a boat, and went to the governor's island with these large pots. No one knows what those are. There is
Yeah, Kuronagi actually became blind for a second and just completely missed that even happened.
there is a
I rolled
murder
bad.
that happened in the back
There
alleys
is.
near the festival, and that is being taken care of by the the Keru branch of the Mia family. Then there is the poets who should be returning soon, and everybody is grabbing lanterns to light and push down the river from the shore by these bridges over here. Let me show the people at home these bridges over here. So yeah, it'll be nice and pretty and golden. It is 1700 hours. That is around 5 o'clock. But there is no, time like this doesn't exist in Rokugan. It's just, I'm telling everybody so they have a better sense of what the atmosphere is like right now. So the sun is setting.
5 candles after high noon.
Sure. Sure.
Oh, and if you didn't notice, there's a giant red button on each of those main pieces of land. So, obviously, they're transporters.
Or we just have to split up and everyone press them at the same time, and then we explode the world.
Then we realize that the world is just a simulation. Oh no!
Endgame, guys.
Jeez,
I wanna press the button,
imagine that trip. Our actual characters coming back into us, and we're like, what?
Holy crap! I'm
There's,
sorry for all the things I put you through.
There's only 4 buttons, though.
Star
So one of
Trek
us gets left out.
Star Trek has done some wacky crossovers. They've had crossovers with the X-Men, crossovers with the Transformers. So, I'm not
in the
seeing
comics. All right, gotcha.
I'm not seeing anything wrong with a Legend of the Five Rings Star Trek crossover. In fact,
All I'm saying
I
is
expect
that
it.
Heck,
all I'm saying is that there are 4 for a reason, James. Because you're small and Kuranagi's weak, so the 2 of us make up 1 person, and you get 1, and the rest of them each get.
It's like when someone sits on top of the suitcase while someone tries to zip it, teamwork.
Exactly.
But the thing is, I
Mine would
balance out
probably
with Sora
go
on
down the
height.
fastest.
So, in the Shadowlands, there is a giant round circular gate called Oblivion's Gate, and that's just straight up a Stargate.
It is a Stargate. It is 100% a Stargate. You are accurate as hell right there.
Yeah.
It is a Stargate, and they had a whole Stargate crossover, and it was wonderful. It launched an entire fucking franchise.
I believe Star Trek also had a Predator crossover at one point, and a Batman crossover.
Yeah.
I know
It
in
crossed
real
over
life,
with
a Ren Fair
Futurama.
near here has Trekkies showing up all the time, so some of the Ren Fair workers started putting little Star Trek badges inside their lapel, and then going up to them and going, "Haven't you ever heard of the first directive? What the heck are you doing? You're completely jeopardizing a 5-year observational mission.
The Temporal Prime Directive.
Who's your commanding officer?"
Get into
You
those.
must
Go
build
in there,
additional
buy some
pylons?
clothes.
I don't know.
Sure, you must build more pylons, construct additional pylons.
Watch out
Kidding.
for the Zerg rush.
Who shall I begin with? Because y'all have kind of split up into 3 groups. So I will start with either Crystal and James's character, or Matt's character. Y'all can decide. I'm ready to do either one.
I'll let them start. It feels like I had like a practical monopoly on last game. So
Okay.
Works for me. We're
Mosh-
already headed over to the Ryokan.
Moshi Sora.
Oh, I was going there too. So
And why are you going to the Ryokan?
actually, maybe I might have to hang back a little bit because I know I need to talk with Otomo Ayuri. So, like maybe I can find a gift to help smooth things over with her.
Oh, interesting. That's one of the 5 languages of love. Gift giving.
I don't know if romance is on the table unless somehow miraculously I roll so well that it just works.
What are the 5 languages?
If you do manage
I don't
that
know, but I'm
somehow,
gonna say that
not only
another
will
one is
Naurin be upset with
fingering.
you over romance, so will
Hold on,
Youngsu.
hold on. I overheard Crystal when I was trying to listen to James. I apologize, James. What were you saying?
I said if you do somehow pull off that miracle, not only would Naurin be upset with you over romantic things, but now Youngso would be as well, since he has a crush on her. One he's never going to act on, but
This is the 5 languages
He
of
doesn't
love.
know.
This is the 5 languages of love, as by Gary Chapman, who is just doesn't know what he's talking about. But I want to list them real quick: words of affirmation, acts of service, gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Remember, if one of those is your you have to pick one of those as your language, your love language, to the exclusion of the others, apparently. So
I don't know. I think fingering is both physical touch and acts of service.
Going by Crystal's
kidding.
logic, there's also
Many of them as you want.
There's also
But also,
biting,
yeah.
licking.
Accurate. You can actually have as many of them as you want, but I agree with
Use
this.
that commercial about finger blasters. Anyone remember that
I
commercial?
like 2 fingers.
let's
have
keep
not,
it
but
to
it
2
sounds
guys.
terrible.
We're okay. Y'all are at Ryokan.
Finger blast
Ryokan time.
Chicken strip, chicken fingers. Chicken finger. Yeah, you just share some chicken finger blasters.
Super soaker.
Pew pew pew. All right,
No,
guys.
that's just
Ryokan. Traditional Japanese inn. You're there. The 2 of you.
The
Moshi
2
Sora
of us.
and Ide
just the
Youngso.
2 of us.
Youngsu.
I invite Moshi Sora into my chambers to tell me what I need to know, like what I'm looking for, or what room I'm looking in, and I'm changing into my female shinobi disguise.
Well,
Okay, I gotta find these grapefruits. Maybe these melons would do.
I will clarify that we are looking for correspondence between Doji Sakurako and her uncle, who is the Crane Imperial Ambassador.
Take those potatoes out of your shirt. No, they help me get in character.
And they make me feel very confident.
Basically, the thought is that he may be where the pink cranes are getting more power than would normally be expected from any other sorority.
Also, on how you would like this done. Do you want it no trace? A smash and grab where it's obvious somebody went through everything? Or somewhere in between?
I would prefer no trace. I did ask about the pink cranes, and specifically about her uncle and the letters. So it would definitely implicate me if anything were to obviously go missing.
That makes it a bit more difficult. I get some paper and make up some fake letters with just simple seals and such and broken on there, but nothing inside. So at a glance, it looks like there might still be letters when I put them in place and take the others. But
I don't think that I need physical evidence of anything. I just need to be able to report my findings. So you could just take notes.
that would take more time, and we don't know how much time we have.
Yes, that's true.
After all, we still want to show up for the poetry contest.
Yes. Sakurako was meditating on the... Oh, wait, I wasn't there, was I? I thought that I was somewhere. No, I think I was just overhearing. So I don't know where she is. But it is true that she could show up before the poetry competition.
Once my preparations are done, I actually slip through my window and sneak along the roof edge to Doji Sakura's room window.
Make a fitness check.
Sneak, 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 sneak.
Since I'm being cautious about this, I'm thinking Earth.
Let me check. Okay.
And is there a TN on this, or just however well I can do?
Is gonna be 3.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and spend a void on that then, just to be safe. Ah, dang it. Well, we'll do that and pick that one.
Well, you gotta look at your flaws and advantages. You silly.
Yeah, my small stature might be considered an advantage in this case. And
For going
subtle
unseen,
observer to
yeah.
spot other observers.
Unfortunately, you already locked in the roll. Okay. All right. You sneak along the edge of, on the outside of the Ryokan, and you believe you are being quiet and unnoticed. You reach the window where you can enter into Doji Sakurako's room.
Okay, I'll use the opportunity to for espionage use under the Earth Ring, spending both on that. You locate an excellent hiding place, either a place where no one questions your cover identity or concealed location no one checks. You reduce the TN of your checks to avoid notice by 2 in this case because of spending 2 opportunity.
Interesting. Earth.
And I wish to make a skullduggery check at this point to be looking in to see if anybody's in there, but going unnoticed while doing so.
You know, these are one of the rolls I should have made the TN private. So you know whether you made it or not. Okay.
Well, I was going to be doing this plan of action anyway.
Okay. Um. I don't. So you're wearing like a full face covering and bodysuit to make it look like you're a girl. There are no places where one would not question your cover identity looking like that. I mean, you're going into her room from walking on the outside of the building. If you can
Yeah,
think
but
of something, please.
Yes, but the other aspect of it was that I'm harder to notice by spending that opportunity that way.
Yes.
So it's not that people would question why I'm there, it's that they have a harder time telling I even am there.
Okay. Right.
They might know somebody's there on the roof because I did fail that check, but where specifically, they might not have as easy a time.
How am I gonna do this? This is freaking weird. I don't like this because it doesn't fit at all. Not in the way you were attempting to do this. This is just weirdness. Okay. They can't tell where you are on the roof. Sure, we'll go with that. You get into the room. What do you do?
So nobody was inside of it. Right. Skullduggery, please, to be searching the most likely places for correspondence to be kept. A
Okay.
writing desk, if that's in there.
Okay, that works. Skullduggery, water to survey. I'm going to make the TN private. You can get a void. And you can spend opportunities to go quicker.
Okay. I'll go ahead and, yep, gotta click that there because it's high TN. And I'm going to go ahead and just spend that void on this right now. Well, I didn't get any opportunity, but I did get some good successes there.
Right. Okay. Remember, check your advantages and disadvantages before you make your roll complete.
In this case, I don't think anything I have really could help.
So, here we go. You start looking through some things, and you see a letter from a... pardon me. You see a letter from a Doji Heisen that you think is important. But as soon as you find it, the door opens, and Kakita Morishita is there with his sword drawn, and he is coming right at you, and it is initiative.
Uh-oh.
Okay, over to the combat thing to roll initiative there.
Yes. So we are going to add him, and we're going to add you. And he is
Put on some stilts. That might slow him down a bit.
he is going to go to air stance and roll initiative. And he'll take these and finalize the result. And he'll apply his strife.
I'm going to use the opportunity to negate one of the strike.
Oh, you're doing that, huh? Interesting. Okay. We both go at 7. How do tiebreakers get solved? By honor.
Yeah, whoever
person-
has lower honor goes first.
That's right. My
In
honor
that
is
case, I think I go first
my honor is
because I got a
30.
44.
My honor is 30.
Oh,
Takeda Morishita
wow, I'm
has
shocked.
30?
Yeah, he's spacey and doesn't know what he's doing half the time.
He's seemed to be not very good at his job.
Oh, he has an Ijitsu cut. He should have had his weapon sheathed. But that's okay.
Well, you said he was spacey, so he spaced that.
he is spacey. Okay.
Kevin Spacey.
Equal to. All right. He is going to do flashing steel strike.
If that doesn't sound like an anime move.
It does really. Flashing steel strike. Whooshing! As an attack and scheme action using a ready weapon, he's going to make a martial arts melee, either air or fire. He's on air stance, so since he's on air stance, he can make his. I believe he said it was attack action. Yep. Yep. So he just has to roll his weapon. Boom. The difficulty is your vigilance. What is your vigilance, sir?
2.
2. His difficulty is 2. Okay, here we go. Let's roll some dice. He'll spend a void too. Why not? Boom. Oh no. Okay.
Lots of opportunity in there.
Yeah.
And he's going to successfully hit me if he takes those exploders.
He will take those
So
exploders.
I'm scared.
What is his advantages? Startlingly handsome and hunky. So no. Those do not apply.
Are those separate?
I guess so.
The hunkies for those that would be attracted to him normally. The shockingly attractive are for the ones that aren't.
Hunky is a martial physical. So it's basically like
Okay,
he's
he's
muscular,
big.
he's big. Startling handsome is a social physical. Okay. We're gonna finalize this step and hopefully get some there we go. Gotcha.
Oh
Finalize this step.
dear.
Apply all of that strife. Okay, well, that's not good for him, but it is what it is. What stance were you on? Oh, you were on void stance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have hit you, and I have 2 opportunity. My 2 opportunity, if your weapon is cumbersome. No, his weapon is not cumbersome because he was using katana. Okay, so I cannot do a critical strike with 2 opportunity because it is not a strike action. So instead, since he's on
Yay,
air
my head
stance-
stays attached.
It's a
since he's on air
scheme
stance-
action.
Increase the TN of the next martial art range check targeting you. So yeah, if you try and do a range attack on him, he will increase that. Okay. Now, if I succeed, you must choose one of the following. Receive strife equal to you will receive strife and the dazed condition, or suffer a critical strike.
Ooh. What does dazed do again?
I always have to look those up.
Yeah, it's weird that dazed and disoriented are two different things.
One is you can't move for a full turn. The other one is you can't take actions or like attack or scheme actions for an entire turn. Or if you do, you take a +1 penalty to all your rolls.
Conditions. Dazed is just says core rulebook page 272. God dang it.
Yeah, like I said, one of them is you can't move. The other one is you can't.
I know.
Like if you take a move action, you take like you can. Both of them, I believe, raise your difficulty of all your actions by 1, unless you spend a full turn not doing one of those two things.
Yeah, but the thing is which one is which? That's okay. Dazed. At the end of the a dazed character increases the TN of their attack and scheme actions by 2. If at the end of
removed when you take a turn not taking any actions, right?
Attack or scheme actions.
It says the character's vision is obscured or their focus is hampered, putting them on the defensive.
Mm-hmm.
I've been caught with a letter in hand, so there's not much point in trying for any schemes or anything. I'll go ahead and take the dazed instead of a crit.
You are dazed, and you will take 1 strife.
Any fatigue?
No. Doesn't say you take fatigue.
Okay, so it was effectively like flashing the light from one of the lights in the room into my eyes off of his blade or something like that.
Something like that.
Yep. It says you either receive strife and the dazed condition, or a critical strike with severity equal to the weapon's deadliness. Okay.
So, I'm going to switch to water stance and just flee. Out the window and
Sorry.
move.
That?
I didn't begin the combat. Young So, you would like to switch to water stance and then make a maneuver to leave.
Move action out the window, move action as far as I can further for the second action, and just
Hightail it out.
Okay, it's to get out the window. I'm going to say it is a if you were on air stance, you could use the I run on walls and stuff to just like go out the window as part of your move, but it's going to take an entire range band of movement to get out the window otherwise. Unless there's something equivalent underwater stance, which I don't think there is.
I don't think so, but it is just I get the second move action for free.
Yep.
With it.
Well, there is no second move
out the window
action.
and go.
What are you talking about? Second move action.
The move, and then whatever you're doing as your action, which can be a move.
And then
as long as it doesn't require a check.
Yeah, but you're not doing a check. You're doing the entire move, which means you can roll to move as the check. So you don't need to be on water stance, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you could just roll
You can-
to do a maneuver and get as far as you want. If you're not doing anything else besides that, then that's probably the best move to make.
I did remember we did a true or false on this with Matt earlier.
Air thing something just anyone can do?
Okay.
He got it wrong too.
In that case, then since it's more advantageous and you pointed it out, I'll go with air stance and take the roll for maneuver as well.
Okay.
Move, roll for
To
maneuver.
get as
So it's a
far
fitness
as
check?
possible from him.
Maneuver is a fitness check.
And is there a set difficulty?
No,
Yeah,
it's
Is it
just
do best I can.
well,
there
it's
is.
however many successes you get tells you how many range bands you can go.
No. It is a TN2, and every 2 bonus successes gives you another range band. It's page
You know what?
264.
I'm going to go ahead and spend another void on that. And before I roll that, real quick, over here. Da-da-da-da-da. Kuranagi has fitness?
Yep.
Okay, then I can negate some of the strife if I get any. TN2, spend a void, and go.
Oh no.
The dice hate me tonight. Well, I can negate that one strife, so I might as well take the 2 opportunity. And air ring, 2 opportunity.
So I guess he's, what, right at the window? One leg out.
I will spend the 2 opportunity to move 2 extra range bands on a vertical surface.
See? That's what I'm saying. So you get out of... Hold on.
And in the if I get to choose direction, I choose up to the top roof.
Yep. During a movement action, up to 1 range band, and there's a plus next to it, so you can spend both of them on that. You go swoop right up to the roof.
Because I figure somebody with as many muscles as him will have a harder time going up than I will.
I told you, man, air. I'm not trying to steer you wrong here.
No. The dice are steering me wrong. You're not.
All right. Morishita is hot on your tail, and he is going to try and duplicate what you did. He is also on air stance. He is going to do his fitness check.
Where is this thing that lets you spend opportunity to go on a vertical surface?
Air.
Under
conflict,
air,
martial.
under conflict and martial use, it is the second option.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if you've ever watched those videos of these 2 guys playing tag, and one of them chase after one another, but they constantly use like all of the obstacles inside the house to dodge one another. This is what I'm imagining right now.
There's actually professional tag leagues.
Oh,
And
jeez.
watching them, especially when some of them are trained in parkour as well, that gets impressive.
Ooh.
Have you guys ever played zombie tag?
Nope.
It sounds like it would be really boring because everybody has to move at a lurching walk speed except for the people who aren't zombies. But once you've got a whole bunch of zombies, it actually gets kind of hard to get away from them.
Okay. So Morishita not only gets to you, but gets ahead of you and cuts you off.
Gosh.
So my turn now?
May I assume that I've heard the racket next door?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of racket happening. Yep. Would you like to roll initiative and be a part of this?
I suppose so.
Okay, you're part of the combat tracker. You can roll your initiative.
And since I did not perform an attack or scheme on my last, dazed is now gone.
Yep, dazed is now gone. You can... Oh, your TN was supposed to be 2, not 1 on the roll because you're entering late.
Ah, okay.
Whatever, it's fine. I don't care. You're still going after the other 2.
Right.
Youngso, what you doing?
I would like to drop one of the fakes that I made earlier, as if it was the letter he saw in my hand when I went out the window, and flee the opposite direction again.
Okay. Make a
That would probably be skullduggery.
Yep, skullduggery air.
Yep. And I'm already on that. Is this TN hidden from me?
Nope, it is TN 1.
And I'm assuming Kuranagi has skullduggery, right?
Yeah, but you can only use bonds once a scene.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, then I'm still getting 2 strife from this at least. Or maybe not. All right, I'll just use those 2 opportunities to cancel the 2 strife.
Sounds good.
Huh. Actually, it doesn't say once per scene on this one. It says when you perform a check using the skill for which your bonded character has 1 or more skill ranks, you may call upon your bond to negate a number of strife equal to your bond rank. So you can just negate one strife off of a roll, as long as I have a skill for it.
Mm-hmm. And vice versa.
All right, all good.
And like I said, take off back the same direction I initially was coming from. He'll probably, hopefully, get distracted by the letter on the rooftop.
Not only that, he'll go down to pick up the letter, exposing like his back, and like he loses his entire battle stance, and just is like, oh hey, and by doing so, he will unmask and lose all of his strife.
Exposing an opening.
No, I'm not taking advantage of that because, well, I already got enough hits to my honor, and he doesn't need to be attacked.
And then
Did
he'll.
you-
So I just take
Did
off.
you just
and-
give up the information that you were there to retrieve?
No, I dropped a blank letter with a broken wax seal on it, making him think it was the letter I had in hand.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It is your turn.
Who is you?
It is Youngso's turn.
Okay.
You can look at the
That's-
map and know whose turn it is by the little flower around them.
Yeah, and that's what I was doing on my turn was the skullduggery and then take off.
All right. I'm going back a little. You threw it down. You moved 1 range band away. We're moving to Moshisora. Moshisora, you heard some weird noise. You don't know what it is. Your next turn, you can now act because you're like, oh, it's on the roof. As you move to the window, or the hall.
The hall.
Okay, you go to the hall. Right. Kakita Morishita exposes an opening and picks up the thing. Picks up the letter. Moves 1 range band towards you. You're still within weapon range. Youngso.
I wish I had a smoke bomb, but I don't.
Sorry, I had it kind of in my head what was going on, but apparently I didn't. I had to like do it step by step so everybody kind of understood what was
What
going on.
is over the edge of the roof that I'm now at?
Garden?
Could I just jump and make a fitness roll to avoid damage at the bottom?
Yeah, you can, run down the side of the wall to the bottom using
Okay,
air
I'll do that.
maneuver.
And as soon as I'm down below, that be obscuring terrain because of eaves and garden stuff, and I'll use Skulk to disappear from his view.
Sure. You should. You Skulk only works on initiative checks.
Or attack checks.
Oh, or attack checks. Okay. I was
Okay,
wondering.
yeah.
I was wondering why you didn't use Skulk during the initiative.
Okay, then my school ability instead. Then
Hold on, let me check
And-
Skulk here. Just on initiative checks. Nope, not attack checks. Just initiative checks.
Really? Mine says on
it
initiative
says
or attack.
or attack.
Oh, you're
It
right.
says or attack.
You're
Yeah.
right. Initiative or attack checks. Yep.
Using air. It has to be on air stance though.
So you have to be on air stance, which you are.
And you have to be in obscuring terrain, have a crowd, or otherwise be able to be concealed from sight.
So once you're down in the garden, you can use Skulk to disappear, but you got to get there first.
Yeah, I'll use tactical cover when I get down there.
And attack somebody. You have to make an attack roll.
Yeah, so I'm going to use tactical cover where I get to treat my physical resistance as increased by my school rank. So, fitness, air, DN1.
TN for maneuver? It's TN2.
Okay. There we go. Excellent.
Is it that?
And there we are.
Is it that? There it is. Now I got the combat tracker popped out. Fine.
And I have the 2 opportunity to move 2 range bands vertically.
Not well, yeah, on a vertical service. On a yes.
So down the wall 2 range bands, and then into the garden a normal move, and
Yep.
try to find cover.
All right, Moshisora, you're up.
Okay, I'm out in the hall now.
Yep.
I'm gonna move into Doji Sakurako's room and see what's all the commotion.
All
which
right.
I have determined is above me, not in there.
There's a whole bunch of scattered papers in here and an open window. The door's open too. The door's like wide open. So
All right. I'm gonna look around and see if I see anything that looks like letters I might want to take.
excellent. You can do that next turn.
Yes.
Okay, Kakita Morishita is going to be hot on your heels. He will also make the maneuver check.
In my head, I am bemoaning, how does somebody so freaking big move so freaking fast? It's just not fair.
Well, that sucks. Okay. I'm going to apply the strife, and he's going to take some damage from falling off the roof. What is fall damage in this game?
That is an excellent question.
Falling is falling. All right. Is measured in range band. It's only 1 range band down. They must resist with a TN3 air 1 earth. Okay. So I'm on air stance. I reduce the
Air
number of
3?
range bands they have fallen by 1. Okay. So, fitness check. TN1.
I'm sure he has good fitness.
Yep.
Only 1, though. But plenty of opportunities.
Okay. He makes it down. Okay, falling off the roof.
He still gets the disoriented condition.
Huh?
He still gets the disoriented condition. Range 0 falling damage. The character suffers the disoriented condition.
Ah. So he is disoriented.
+2 to TN for movement and support actions.
But he's going to use those 2 opportunity to continue his move unimpeded and get within striking distance of you. So he can like get all the range bands he got from his previous roll, even though he fell. That is his action. We are going to Youngso.
At this point, it's kind of hard to tell what's on the map behind the tokens here.
We're not using a map.
Yes, but tactical purposes, there's the idea of which way to run has most cover.
That map is more like a metaphor.
Fair enough.
Like, it's a city map that's supposed to be like, that's kind of how this city works. It's not a one-for-one, this is how things are kind of thing.
Well, I really want to lose him. I want to just run as far and as fast as I can.
Well, if you wanted to skulk, you have to attack him on air stance, and then you can disappear into the garden. Wasn't that your plan?
True. Okay.
It's so weird to me that you have to attack
It's just
to
I don't really
disappear.
feel right attacking him. So
Throw some sand at his face or do something that's going
Yeah.
to be like an attack roll, but not actually physically assaulting him.
Like pull a tree branch back as you run past and let it smack him in the face.
Yeah, use your environment to your
Kick some
advantage.
sand up at him, yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Throw
the
a
tree
rock at
branch
his head.
idea. We'll go with that one.
Act
Okay.
like this is a cartoon. That's all you have to do.
Exactly.
I
Like-
mean, he's kind of a cartoon character sometimes.
The Ninja Turtles wielded deadly weapons, and yet no one ever got hurt. Why was that?
They fought robots.
That, and they would, like, grab fire extinguishers and pull tree branches. You know, cartoon stuff. Anyways,
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
all right.
Martial arts melee for smacking him. And with the tree branch.
You're going to try hitting them with a tree branch. What stance? It's got to be air stance.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're being tricky. Yeah, I get it. Air stance works for this. I'm going to make it a TN3 because it's not something you're good at. I don't, like... Yeah.
EN3 with only 2 dice capped.
So what I'm going to do with this tree branch situation here is, if you hit with the tree branch, it's only going to do 1 fatigue, but it will knock him prone. Either way, you can skulk no matter what. Even
just
if you
need one
miss,
opportunity to do
as
it.
long as you got that opportunity.
Well,
Here's hoping for
You
that
could do
final
it.
die to be both opportunity and success.
I do have martial arts melee, by the way.
Thank
Wow.
you.
There you go.
That'll reduce strife by 1, and I do get the opportunity at least. I just don't hit him.
Nope, you pull the tree branch back, it comes at him, and he just chops it right out of the way with his sword.
But if he has a 2 or less vigilance, he loses sight of me.
He does have a 2 vigilance.
didn't have to actually hit him, just had to make the attack.
Yep.
All the leaves fluttering in the air after he chopped the branch. It's now going, what? Eh? Huh?
Okay, you have disappeared. As he, or you believe you are disappeared. We'll see what happens next. Moshisora, you get to make a roll to go through these papers.
Also, Moshizora, what's your vigilance? Because you might still spot him.
I will allow
2.
I will allow skullduggery. I will allow government.
With Skulk, it's only one target that loses sight.
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't have points in either, so I'm gonna go with government because it makes more sense to me personally.
The more opportunity you get, the faster you go.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna theorize about which of these letters looks the most relevant.
Okay, so to find something good, we'll take 3 rounds, but you can reduce it to 1 round by spending 2 opportunity, but you need 2 successes to find something relevant.
2 successes within 3 rounds, or...
No. You're going to make your die roll right now.
Okay.
If you succeed, 3 rounds from now, you will find something relevant.
Okay.
You can reduce that time by 1 round for every opportunity.
Okay.
That's how this works.
Government, fire, TN2.
And the good news is a lot of this stuff has already been, like, pulled out and shuffled around.
Yeah. Let's... There we go.
Well, let's see if it explodes into a success. There you
Haha. Okay, I only needed the 2, and
Yes.
I've got 2 opportunities.
go. Okay. Yes, you find a letter you think is important. It has
Just
like
right away.
Mm-hmm. It's from Odo. It's from Odo Sanuchi, the capital. It's got a Dojimon. You grab it, and you're out of there.
Yeah, exactly. I am out immediately.
Okay. You hear Kikita Morishita yelling, "Come out, you coward!" And he starts like hacking at the garden, and he just starts tearing down some plants. He's literally cutting down the cover,
Oh, he's
trying
losing
to
honor for
reveal
that.
you. And I'm going
And-
to make a roll in order to do this.
You're attacking the plants.
I'm attacking the plants. What do you think, guys? Is this I think this is a void roll. He's sacrificing this garden in order to get to you.
It's also
Yeah.
void is appropriate for attempting random chance events, which is kind of what he's doing.
Yes.
It's sacrificing other people's hard work.
Any attack is
That or he's overwhelming the garden.
any attack
He's
is a
overwhelming the poor plants with his fiery
I
nature.
think it takes a void to be able to go, it's worth the sacrifice, it's worth the sacrifice, just cut them down. But also, he's like Link cutting down the tall grass.
Yes. So this is how I'm going to do this.
You should make a joke where he finds some like strange jewels. It's like, what is this?
It's like this big.
If Youngso gets caught, he
These
just
are
has to look
giant
up at him and
rupees.
say, "Lava is hot."
Yeah, lava is hot. God damn it, Navi.
This is how I'm
And
going
then
to
it'll
do
be fine.
this.
Choke this little fairy.
This is how I'm going to do this, guys. I'm going to make a roll, and James is going to make a roll, and it's going to be a contested roll against each other. And whoever gets higher succeeds at what they're doing. So if I get higher, I reveal where James's position is by knocking down a pivotal plant. James, his character, if he rolls higher, he is moving away quietly and stealthily and not being seen through the brush and flowers and, you know, excellent manicured trees. Ready? And roll them dice. You can put it at TN1. Oh no.
That's not promising for more Ishita.
Well, here's the good news.
Let's do a bonsai.
Since I am not attacking a person or anything, and I am using brute strength to cut down plants, I am going to use my hunky advantage to re-roll 2 dice.
Reroll 2. He's just swinging it in a big circle.
I'm going to use my small stature to re-roll 2 dice.
That is something you can definitely do.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. How do I undo the kept at this point?
You can't. If you go past, there is a specific order of actions you have to do. It is
Have you not learned from me embarrassing myself?
roll
many
your
times?
dice, then use any re-rolls you have, then do your exploding dice. Then you
I
keep.
don't even have exploding, but
Then you keep. If you already finalized, you're stuck.
I haven't finalized.
Oh, then just pull the dice up to the re-roll box that you want and click finalize this step. It will ignore any dice you kept.
Okay. I can only keep 2, but we'll go ahead and make it one of those and one of those.
Oh no, he's gonna find you.
He is disoriented, but it doesn't help for attack rolls. Only movement rolls.
Movement and support.
Let me see here.
Why did you roll skullduggery for this and not fitness?
Yeah, because I'm being stealthy.
No, stealth is a fitness roll.
Oh, apologies.
It's weird, but yeah, stealth is
Alright.
a fitness roll.
Roll again with
Sorry.
fitness.
Well, that's not great.
Well, you get to
Remember,
re-roll
you
too.
can re-roll too.
That's better.
Still,
No, I
only
guess
get
I'll
to
keep those.
2 though.
All right, he has cut down a brush and now sees like your cloak, your ninja outfit, and he's like, "I got you."
Throw one of your potatoes out of your like fake boob and throw it at his head. Whip it out. Toss it.
Young, so it's your
That's
turn.
right. Throw your melons at him.
He is no longer
Well, I'm going to
disoriented.
throw something, but it's not going to be one of those.
Pocket sand, sha sha sha.
Nope. Another of the fake letters. Fling that at him as an attack to skulk off again.
Okay.
Make an intelligence roll, Corey.
Every time you do this, I'm increasing the TN though. Just so you know. The fool me once kind of. Okay.
It
So
goes all the way to thrice.
I
What-
mean,
it
he's
a
still
hidden
getting
TN in this
something
case,
thrown at
or-
his face.
you may do it. Hidden TN.
And I'll just automatically spend that void on it. I don't think anything I have would allow a reroll on this.
No.
So,
Oh, most success could work.
well, 2 successes and an opportunity to skulk off.
It's not an attack. Did you use
I'm
ranged
throwing
martial
it
arts?
at his face.
Oh, you're throwing it at his face?
Give him a
Yes.
paper cut.
Oh, well, you
Yeah.
hit.
I don't expect it's gonna do any damage, but it might make him flinch.
Yeah, it's
Does Kuranagi have ranged?
Oh yeah, of course. I shoot bows at people all the time.
All right, then I reduce my strife by
Like
1.
one of
from
my
that.
favorite my favorite pastimes is shooting arrows at people. Also, you should have talked to Kuranagi before this. I have so many different devices that would have helped you in this situation.
Yeah, you were
Where
busy
you
with the
guys
kids.
been?
I have Mitsubishi's. I gave, I think, half of them to Naurin because I was like, I can ink like an octopus. I don't really need smoke bombs. I can give them away for a while. It'll be fine.
all right. Moshisora.
Okay, well, I'm out of the room. I think I'll go stash this letter in a place in my room where hopefully no one will even think to look. Because why would they suspect me?
Right. Next round, there are people coming out into the garden to see what's going on. Kikita Morishita is going to cut down as much cover as he can and hopefully get rid of all of the obscuring terrain. We'll see how he does. We will do another roll off. If I succeed this time, there is no more obscuring terrain. He has cut it down. Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. Yep, I'm going to cancel this roll. I'm on void stance. Gotta change my stance. Change my stance to void. Now I can make the roll. Okay. Finalize this step. Finalize. I do not take any strife. I'm on void stance. Is that 3 against 2?
Yeah.
I've
But
blown
yes.
down your cover yet again. Blam! An entire tree comes down. He's gonna lose some honor for destroying a garden. He's gonna... Or maybe some glory for destroying. Maybe he'll gain some glory. Who knows what'll happen?
Either way, I suspect Doji Sakurako is gonna have a large bill to pay.
All right. You are now revealed, and most of the cover here is gone, and you are no longer in obscuring terrain of the garden. What are you doing now?
A little misdirection never hurts, and he's a bit of a simpleton, so I'd like to do a something to disguise my voice and be speaking like I am a woman. And what was the Tombstone own gang's name again?
I don't know. What was the Tombstone Gang again?
I've slept since then, and I have memory issues in real life. Please help me.
There are notes.
Boseki.
There are
They're called
notes
the-
that you can refer to. Like
Then I
saying
would like to.
saying that it's been a while is one thing. There's notes for those specific things, those lore things.
Do you want us reading through our 30 pages of notes just to find that name? I will sit here for 20 minutes.
I have them written down. They're in the server. They're pinned in the server, I think.
Would like to disguise my voice to be effeminate.
Okay.
And say it was, what was that name again? The
Boseki. Boseki, not Doseki.
Boseki.
Not Doseki's. Boseki.
And just say, Boseki-san will not like this. And then try to climb the fence and get the fuck out.
Okay. I'm gonna get.
Do you mean the Boseki or do you mean the Dokugeru?
No, I mean I'm trying to throw it towards the Tombstone gang, which
Boseki.
is.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make it a maneuver.
I've already made a promise not to screw with the Doku, so I'm not going to. Even in misdirection here.
It's going to be a maneuver check to run away again. You'll want to use air, and you'll need an opportunity to disguise your voice.
Okay. And that's fitness again.
I feel like disguising your voice is easy. Just don't sound like yourself.
It's a stressful situation. You need an opportunity to do it properly.
And TN?
It's TN2. It's maneuver check. It's a maneuver check.
Just making sure.
TN2.
Well, okay. I at least got the opportunity, and here's hoping this exploder gives me better. No, it gave me another opportunity.
All right, that is not good for you. That was the worst thing that could have happened.
I got nothing to re-roll it with either.
Is Crystal allowed to use her auto success for someone else? Like, or is it just for
No, it's just her.
Crystal?
Well, I wouldn't be able to have the opportunity if I used her auto success.
Okay.
So I know what one of the opportunities I'm using here is.
We got a really nice comment on Twitch today.
I will use the other opportunity. If you failed, determine the easiest way to accomplish the task you were attempting. So, tell me. So my next turn, I know what the easiest way to get the fuck away is.
I don't know. Maybe, I mean, there's a river nearby. Maybe
And I'm on top of the fence at this point because I got one success.
Maybe
so I at least probably got up the fence.
So yeah, like, I'm gonna give you. This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. The best way to get out of here. There's a stables, and you're a unicorn. That may be your best way. But I don't know. Like, jumping into the river also might work. Thing is, you're being chased by a samurai. And he is really
relentless.
Relentless and just like he's single-minded focus and is trained. So this is not a good situation. Moshisora. Oops.
Thank you to everybody watching on Twitch. It's great. Appreciate you.
Okay, where am I at this point in my mission of, like, shoving that letter into a box or inside of a book or whatever in my room?
You find a place to put it, and you put it in there. Excellent. That's what you do this turn.
Okay.
Kikita Morishita. Okay, I'm just going to do a strike action. I'm going to I have to change the water stance so I can move 2 range bands, and that will get me within striking distance of you. So So I am now in water stance. I will attack with my katana. It is a TN2. Good news is this is his worst ring. Wow.
At least it's not a crit.
Oh, I can only keep one die. That die. he
The
has.
explosive without strife, is it? Yeah.
I hit.
Oh my god!
Uh-oh.
Holy shit!
How am I doing this?
Real.
At least extra
Hey, it's a
successes
blank!
don't
It's a
actually mean that
blank!
much in this
Oh
game.
no.
Okay.
There's no
Woo!
fatigue for
Plus
me.
Beautiful
one.
strike.
Are you ready to make a new character?
Well, he can't crit. He doesn't have any opportunities.
I cannot crit.
Yeah, but he could like incapacitate
He
you
sure
and
as hell
then
tried.
put you in jail or something.
Okay. You will take 5 points of damage of fatigue points. Minus your armor.
Okay.
If you're
let's
wearing
see,
any.
where's the? It does have what I'm wearing does have physical 2,
Okay. Excellent.
so that reduces it to 3.
Yep, that is correct. It is now your turn. Let me change that over to you.
The tension is now high.
Well, now we're basically on flat ground effectively,
Yep.
with me just dropping down the other side of the fence.
You never made it to the fence.
Oh. Well, in that case, then I'll stay on air
You're-
and use, hopefully get an opportunity for range band of up and over.
What happened is you could only move 2 range bands, and that kind of got you to the fence area because, you have to run through garden stuff that's like knee-high and stuff like that. He was hot on your heels. He slashed at you with the sword, and you ducked, just barely missing, and it glanced off your armor. And now what are you going to do? You're up against between him and the fence.
I'm going to go over the fence and head for the stables as fast as I can.
Okay, that is a maneuver check.
Because diving into the water would ruin the very thing that I came here for and have inside of my outfit.
Push those short legs as hard as they will carry you.
And TN2.
And if you want to get over the fence without losing extra movement, you're going to have to do a wall walk on air stance.
Yep, I'm going to need at least one opportunity for that.
Oh, were you on air stance? No, you were on air stance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This entire time I have been.
Remove one more fatigue.
It's actually a TN3 to hit in the first place.
That's correct.
On air. Yeah. So he had no bonus successes.
No bonuses. It's just remove one fatigue from you, and you'll be fine. All right,
Did
make your check.
All right.
Here's hoping for an opportunity.
Definitely keeping the exploder. I do want the opportunity, so I'm
Oh,
going
wait,
to
you
hope
only
and pray
need-
the exploder gives me another success.
It's probably only one range band to get up and over in the first place, so just one opportunity should be fine. Oh,
And I get
look!
2.
Opportunity and success.
All right. What are you using your 2 opportunities on?
Well, one is for the up and over.
Good.
That
Now no
means-
one can see you because you're on the other side of a fence, so you're going to use your other one to...
Vanish.
There you go.
And move.
All right. Moshi Sora, you have now found a hiding place for your letter. What are you doing now?
I'm gonna run outside and be like, what's going on?
Make a maneuver check to get out there as fast as possible.
Okay. Fitness. fire seems like a reasonable thing to do right now.
Sure.
TN2. Two bonus successes for another range band, so... All right. We'll go there. And I'll use opportunity to remove... Oh, okay. Well, I guess... Oh. That one opportunity strife is a moot point then.
All right. Sounds good. You don't have enough strife to give you enough successes for more movement. You get out the front door, and you can barely see what's going on in the garden because there's a bunch of people in front of you as you make your way out. Most of these people are staff. But Atomo Ayumi is there.
Ayuri?
Ayuri. Atomo Ayuri is there. All right, Kakita Morishita is just going to cut down the fence in front of him with his katana. He is going to move his stance over to Void Stance and just sacrifice the fence.
How much HP does the fence have?
I get no strife. And I'll hit. And I'll use the opportunity to make sure it falls down, even if I don't cut all the way through it. Fence falls down. He walks over the fence and into the other area and says, "Where did you go?" And now he's in the same area as you are. Same area as Youngsu. You're just hidden from him. I'm going to say behind a large stack of hay. You're up.
Could I just burrow into the hay and disappear that way?
I can't tell you what to do, man. Is that what you want to do?
But you can tell me what kind of role that would be to do that unnoticed.
Labor. We'll make that a labor roll.
Not a great choice then. But I'm going to go ahead and switch to Void. Because I am pretty high on strife right now and need to knock it off. So I will try Labor Void to disappear into the haystack.
Okay.
Is there a particular TN?
He is going to... Yeah, it's going to be against him. He's on Void as well, because he can't change his stance. So it's going to be Void Labor for him to try and see you.
Okay, so leave it at TN1.
Leave it at TN1. Whoever rolls higher succeeds. Do not apply strife. I'm on Void Stance.
I win.
You do win. Congratulations.
Finally, the dice go with me.
Finally.
Yeah.
That was intense. Okay. Kakita Morishita will begin to start checking things around here, putting his sword into things and where he thinks you could be hiding, looking into the stables. He tells the other people to go get some people. We need to search for this guy. He's somewhere around here.
She.
Or she, yeah. She's somewhere around here. And he'll look into the river and kind of swish his katana around in it. Moshi Sora, what are you doing?
I'm coming out and asking, "What's going on? I heard a bunch of commotion."
They're like, Kakita Morishita is fighting a ninja.
A ninja?
There was a shinobi. We saw him. He ran through the garden and over the fence. It. I mean, you were far away.
Did he get her?
I don't know, but the shinobi dropped something, and they run over and they pick up the letter, and they're like, "There's nothing on it." He threw this at him. Why would he throw this at him?
I don't know. That's strange.
I'm going to end the combat here. But I am not going to release the tension of the scene. Because it's still kind of going on. We could jump back into combat at any moment. So,
Very slow movements on my part. I get the mask off and try to invert my robe again.
you cannot
Brush
do it
the
inside
hay out of your hair.
You cannot do this inside of a haystack. You are stuck there unless you want to try and escape.
I'll wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Kakita Morishita will turn back. You see his head pop through the fence and say, Moshi-san, come here quickly. I could use a Shugenja.
Okay. What do you need?
There was a thief stealing from Doji Sakurako. And I think that the thief is still in this area. Can the spirits tell me where it is so I can stop that thief?
Let me see. There's been a lot of commotion, so I need to center myself and see if I can do it.
All right, are you going to just try and bamboozle this guy and not tell him the truth? Or are you going to actually cast a spell or something, or a ritual?
I'm going to actually cast a spell. I mean, it's only the caster that can actually communicate with the spirits, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and cast a spell. And I may end up lying to him about what they say, depending on what they say.
Would the spirits get angry with you for lying?
What invocation are you using?
Well, it would be commune with the spirits.
That takes 10 minutes. He's like, what are you doing? Pulling out candles and stuff like this. We gotta do this now! They're here now! The thief is here!
I'm sorry, Kakita-san. These things take time. It will be about 10 minutes before I can properly set up the ceremony.
He'll be gone by then. I don't know. It was dark. Hey! Come over here! We need all the hands we can get! The staff is coming out, and they're like, there's a thief! Check everywhere!
Take your chopsticks and start stabbing it into the haystacks. We'll find him sooner or later.
You see a guy carry a torch? Oops.
If you like, I can proceed with the ceremony. Otherwise, I can help you look in mundane ways.
He's like, yeah, just start searching. And now you're gonna be found unless you do something.
Right. I guess it's going to be a fitness check to try to sneak away and then try to get somewhere where I can get changed real quick and then come back like I'm helping to search for this thief, having heard the commotion.
Mm-hmm. Now it's going to be a TN3 because there's a bunch of people around here.
Well, I'm not leaving void stance for this, so here's hoping. And my hopes are kind of dashed.
Yeah.
Do you have any advantages or disadvantages that might apply?
My small might help.
Yeah.
And you're out of
Small
out of
does
combat,
help.
too.
Your small might help.
Does small affect void checks? Is the only question.
I don't care. Like, it's too limiting for advantages to work on only one specific ring.
Yeah,
I hate
seriously.
that rule. I don't like it. I say if the advantage fits, you can use it. That's what I say.
Okay, cool.
And I know this
Yeah,
leads
it
people to
specifically
start
said-
like rules lawyering, like,
Yeah.
well,
But
I
it
think
does
this
say
will
that
be
I
like this
require
and this.
It to be air for certain checks, for hiding, being hard to spot,
Yes.
fitting into small spaces. That's any ring. Ah, much better.
There you go. All right, you are able.
And if I can use that opportunity to have removed my mask before ever leaving the haystack so that it's just the quick change on the robes.
Sure, I'll allow that. All right, you get out of there, and you've escaped. Everybody is now searching in vain.
You're now
Change the
searching
clothes.
for yourself.
No help.
Come
no
back,
help to Crystal.
Help out.
I like to imagine you have one of those like quick change costumes where you like rip off the like little ties on the
I mean,
shoulders.
actually,
and then
he wasn't
the top garments
still
fall
help.
down, the potatoes fall down onto the ground, and then they go down around your knees and become pants, and now you're shirtless, and you're like,
What he actually has is an undershirt that has two pockets that are specially designed to be stuffed with cloth to make the correct shape under there. And his outer kimono is reversible.
Okay. A kimono is a kimono. And a ninja outfit is like...
I specifically asked you for a reversible kimono and you approved it.
If it's a reversible kimono, it doesn't make you look like a girl then. It's a kimono.
I have the thing underneath.
The
You approved all
boobs.
this during character
If you're using the
creation.
thing underneath, then you're not wearing a reversible kimono. You're just wearing the thing underneath.
Underneath the kimono.
Right. So you're not wearing the kimono.
Underneath the reversible kimono that you approved at character
Hold on.
creation.
Let's move it back. To use the outfit that makes you look like a woman, that's underneath your kimono. So to look like a woman, you'd have to wear that thing that's under your kimono would have to be visible. If you're wearing a kimono, the kimono is
You
cut
have
like a
proper
guy.
curves through a kimono.
The kimono you're wearing that is reversible is cut for a man. You can't change the cut of a kimono. That's where the disconnect is, see?
I specifically said for these effects during character creation, you said yes.
I
that will
said
work.
yes to a reversible kimono, and I said yes to an outfit that makes you look like a woman. I didn't think that those two things were the same thing.
Well, that's what I said at the time, that it
No,
was
well,
all
we got
part of
our
the same
lines.
thing.
We got
I
our lines
even
confused.
said it was for the same thing.
I'm telling you now, those two things are incompatible. You can't make things that cannot exist unless it's magic. So a disguise is a disguise, and your clothes are your outfit is your outfit. Your regular clothes. So if you're in your like ninja thing, your kimono's left behind.
Okay, then part of the slipping out would be to go back and get my kimono.
Well, you're gonna have to figure out how to get back in there. Or, well, I'll let you figure out what you're gonna figure out. But we can do that right now. You are trying to escape. You've escaped this crowd for right now. What are you doing now?
Going around to the other side of the ryokan.
Okay, you're gonna have to make a stealth check. I'll just let this stealth check ride. Because rolling multiple rolls when you already rolled something, that's just silly. That's, then you're rolling to fail eventually.
Especially with my luck tonight.
So, you can get around to the other side of the ryokan. Certainly. And you want to slip inside. Good news is that Kakita Morishita has everyone searching the garden area for you. So you can make your way back inside easily and get changed.
And once changed, go and join the commotion and help look for this intruder.
Really?
If I'm seen there, then I can't be the intruder.
Logic, they have none.
Okay. All right. You walk out into the garden as people are coming back, going, these probably, the ninja probably escaped. Whoever she was, I don't know. And you come out.
What's
and
happening?
Everybody sees you and says, Ide-san, where have you been?
I had a bit much to drink at the festivities and had to relieve myself.
Make a subterfuge roll. Make a courtesy air roll. See, this is a bad idea. Now you have to lie to everybody. You should have just kept quiet in Moshi Sora's room. I can't believe you did this. Oh my god, thank goodness you rolled at least 2 successes.
Man, I was like, oh no, I hope I'm not too late to the party when I ran out.
And an opportunity. That opportunity should help.
Okay. You succeed with some people, you fail with others. But Kakita Morishita buys it. Unfortunately, Otome Yuri's there. And she's a trained courtier. But she's not saying anything right now. Okay. Crystal, what's your vigilance?
2.
2? Yeah. It would have fooled you, but you already know. Okay. Kakita Morishita goes, get out of my way. We gotta find this person. There's a thief around here. I'm gonna go get some guards to come and take over this place.
I'm gonna try to talk to him and say that I think the time may have passed, and this ninja is probably far away by now.
If he wanted something, or if he wanted to attack Doji Sakurako, he might be back for that. If he missed something, or if she's in danger, we're getting more guards around here.
Perhaps it would be a good idea to have more guards during the competition.
Yeah. I'm going to be right by her side.
I think that would be wise.
I have
you
to go
keep a
pack
good
up-
eye on her.
I have to go pack up all of her stuff. I'm going to keep it on me.
He just walks out carrying like all this stuff. Like
You are a dedicated Yojimbo.
that'll be funny.
It's funny because he got offended slightly when Sora said that
I know.
he carries all the bags earlier. He's like, I'm gonna carry all of her bags. Grr.
You know what? That was a genius idea, Moshi Sora. I'm gonna start doing that now.
All right. We're going to leave that scene and go to Matt.
Okay, I honestly thought we were gonna have the entire game focus on their escapades.
There was a big combat. Combats take a while.
Yeah.
If I had rolled better, it would have been shorter.
Oh my gosh!
Or
When
non-existent.
When Daisuke will hear about this, oh man, he's gonna be like, I guess I'm not the only idiot in the group. But that's future Daisuke right there. Right now, he's just focusing on trying to get a gift for Otomo Ayuri and see if he could smooth things over with her.
All right. What kind of gift are you looking for?
It'd be nice if I had the Shallow Waters, what was it, the Shuji?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I didn't buy it at this point in time.
Is there a mug that says, I'm sorry I hired people to stalk you that they sell at the festival?
Yeah.
He doesn't know that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Just get her a happy Groundhog's Day
Well,
card and
Recently, I did purchase use my experience points to get to the ritual tea ceremony. So maybe having something like that might help out if I could perhaps get a tea set that is to her taste and perhaps do a tea ceremony with her. Smooth things over a bit.
All right. A tea set will cost. Let me see here.
Are you putting meth in the tea?
I have meth. If you want meth, just let me know. I have meth. I have all kinds of meth.
Mathematics.
It's called herbal medicines, and I have like 5 doses of it. So if you want meth, just
According to the compendium in the table in the VTT, a ceremonial tea set is 7 koku.
Yep. 7 koku.
It's pretty pricey. Yeah.
A ceremonial one, yeah.
Jeez.
It's fancy.
They're fancy.
I'm gonna be like down to 1 koku after this.
Of course, they're little cheap tea sets because this is a festival that you can find for 1 koku. And they're portable.
A portable tea set is a nice thing to have.
But these ones are going to have illustrations of little Nekos holding blue lanterns on them.
Aw, that's so cute.
Oh, little
See if you can
frogs.
find her
Little
anything that has
frogs,
ghosts on it.
If you can find some with
I'm trying to impress someone of imperial, status.
If you
I
want to
don't-
impress somebody with imperial status, spend 6 or 7 koku.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
You know what?
You're
I hope the people who hired me for this job are going to compensate me nicely for this one.
Hired you for
I
your
want that
job. You were
second-
assigned by your daimyo.
My daimyo. Ugh.
Yeah, dude,
You're not really
you don't get paid in a traditional sense for each job. You get paid a stipend to live off of, and you're expected to do everything that your lord tells you. Otherwise, you might fall on your sword in response because you failed your
Well,
lord.
being a doji isn't cheap, so.
There's still time to
All right.
defect.
Huh?
Tell me all about it.
Yeah.
That must suck to
You're like
suck.
an army recruiter. I'm ready to
No,
tell
no,
you
she said you could
about why
defect.
joining the Scorpion is the way to go.
Yeah. You too
Anytime
could
you're
join the
ready.
Scorpion Clan.
Yep.
All you need to do is give up all of your secrets.
We can swim and you will
Ah!
float.
Totally, you'll float. Just let us hang out on your back for a while, and we'll get you across the river. Trust me.
Corey, I am going to commit to the 7 koku.
You got it. You buy a very fancy, very artsy tea set.
All right, let me see if I could find that in the
The
compendium.
merchant
Morning.
is very happy with you.
Huh?
Mizoku, I think they're called the blue devil looking guys. On him,
Mozoku? Yeah.
Ooh.
since she likes creepy things.
Shh. No kibitzing.
All right, so who
You can get a very lovely, very ornate tea set that is like traditionally beautiful. 7 koku, and the merchant will be very happy with you for that purchase. Is that what you want?
A traditionally beautiful tea set,
I'm
7
trying to remember
koku.
because you did mention at the beginning stages of us having gotten to the city, looking over the poems that Otomo Ayuri does like creepy things. So I'm trying to remember whether or not Daisuke has come across that information. But
Did
I
you
don't
read any
think
of her poetry?
I
Nope.
no, unfortunately. I
Bring
don't-
her like a
Like,
jar
I was
full of
hoping to do it
grasshoppers.
retroactively, but I gave up on that endeavor. So I'm just gonna have to say that Daisuke does go with a wonderfully, normally beautiful ceremonial tea set, and I'll go ahead and add that to my inventory.
Yep.
Like if I had known the information, it would be very fun to say, "What is your odd ceremonial?"
Well, that's what courtiers are supposed to do. Gain all the information on the people
Targets.
that they're interacting with the most, because they can get leverage on that person, or like they'll know what kind of gifts to give them, that kind of thing.
It's a failing on the player, and I feel bad for Daisuke that he has an incompetent player.
Also, the other thing you can do, and as a courtier you would know this, is instead of giving something that you bought, give something that is personal, that means something to you. And that is a very good and proper gift.
Let's see. So, looking at everything else that I have, the only worthwhile thing that I have on myself that Daisuke is very fond of is his Tessin. So, if it's to make peace with her, I'm pretty sure eventually I can get myself another Tessin.
Was this your family heirloom, Tessin? Was this the thing on your 20 questions that was like...
It's from the look of it, it's ceremonial, and no, I think this is just one of the weapons I got from 20 questions.
Yeah, if it's ceremonial, Tessins aren't ceremonial. So that was a special item you got that gained the ceremonial quality.
Ah.
Because that's the only way it would get
Yeah,
ceremonial.
dude, your 20 questions, like... Hold on, let me click it here. We want to go to... Pre-existing relationships with other. Oh, that's what you got. That was the rarity 7 item or lower that you got. What do people notice first upon encountering a character? And you have this Tessin that you have wherever you go. A Tessin does have the ceremonial quality. So yeah, this isn't like... This is from his 20 questions, but it's just like... Just his personal flair item. That's all it is. So yeah, you could probably get another Tessin if you wanted to. Mm-hmm. So you could give her the Tessin. You could go with the tea set. It's up to you.
Well, I mean, I could still do the tea ceremony, and while talking with her, I could perhaps offer my Tessin in that point in time. Lower her strife a bit.
Okay. Well, if that's what you're doing, I'm going to say that all of the poets are coming back to the festival as people are getting ready for the lantern ceremony. And everybody is returning to the city grounds as night has begun in earnest. It's about 6:30, and you see a Tomoe Yuri.
Oh. Yeah, I've been mulling it over how to approach her with everything that's been going on lately. So, I think the best approach Dice King could probably give her at the moment is to don't want to generally say good luck, but if there is enough time before before the
you can approach her right now.
Right now, all right. All right. I'm trying to think of how to break the ice with this.
Wishing her good luck in the poetry competition. It's a great icebreaker.
All right. Oh, Otomo, man, sorry. Players fumbling, not the character. Oh, Otomo Yuri sama. I do apologize about the earlier events that happened, but I definitely wish you good luck on the competition.
She stops and looks at you. She takes almost takes a step back, but then gives you a bow and says, "Doji-san, thank you. I hope I am going to do very well. What is that all?"
Well, no. I wanted to see if I could perhaps conduct a tea ceremony with you, either at your leisure, though. If you'd prefer to have it done before the competition or after the competition, I'd like to extend an invitation to you.
We have an hour before the competition if you want to perform that tea ceremony. It could help
I would like to
calm my
help
nerves.
put you at ease, because I understand that you have been probably stressed from all this mayhem that's been going about as of late.
Yes, I am. Let's go to where the poetry competition is going to be performed, and that is a private enough place for a tea ceremony, I believe.
Certainly.
Okay, y'all go to where Shozo is. It's a little pavilion. They'll bring down the curtains on it so you can perform a tea ceremony. Do you have a tea set?
Yes, I have
He
that
just
tea
bought
set
one.
that
All
I
right.
purchased recently.
Go ahead and make a tea ceremony then.
All right, so let's see. Activation. Once per game, as downtime activity, you may make a TN2 performance void check.
Just thought
Targeting
that
yourself and a
too.
number of other characters up to your ranks in culture who are also participants. And if, like anyone else in the tent, like Shozo
It's just
or
between
any of
you
the
and her,
other...
right?
Yes. All right, just between me and her.
So cute.
All right, so let's see. So TN2 performance. It'll be void. Should I spend a void too? You know, I think it might behoove me to do so. What is up with the dice? I have not been paying attention until recently.
Do you have any advantages or disadvantages?
Let me take a look. Because I believe my playfulness and affect of harmlessness should be able to help out, but that is performance air. And playfulness, let's see, the following apply to a character with a playfulness passion. When you say something untoward someone of lower and equal status, they
None of that
write it
works.
off as... Nope.
Nope.
He's
Nope.
higher status than you.
Yeah. Affective harmlessness.
This is the tea ceremony, so none of that will work.
Yeah, none of that will work. Alright. So I'll just go ahead and hope this explosive success will get me something.
You need one more success.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'll keep those 2 opportunities, though. Oh, thank goodness. And since this is a void roll, the strife doesn't apply, right?
No, that doesn't matter. That
Oh,
only happens
no,
if you're in
only in
combat or in a
combat.
conflict.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some kind of conflict.
So-
I'll use one of the opportunities to negate the strife that I got from this roll.
Sure, that's what you want to do. But remember,
Yep.
there's stuff you can do with a tea ceremony.
Yes, you're right. You're right. I should. Okay, so
Like you can give both of us a
before I make
void
the
point.
opportunity. Huh? Okay. If you succeed, get a void point. All right.
And remember,
Actually,
what the tea ceremony does already is gets rid of 3 strife.
yep. You are right. You are right. So, that thankfully negates like anything, like any of the strife I would have gotten, and I'll gain back a void point, and she gets a void point.
Okay.
All right.
So you have just done something counter to your Geary.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, I still
This
gotta keep up pretenses, though.
this is
I
a
understand
breach.
that I was supposed to sabotage her,
This-
but I think I did a well enough job earlier that, she's still probably at least a little shaken up.
This
And I still have to at least keep up the guise that I am not the opposing force, even though I was.
If you wanted to do that, you should have done it after the competition. Because a tea ceremony, the point of it is to bring down somebody's nerves so that they are better able to do these types of things.
But now you got to freak her out again.
You have done something
So give
counter
her a
to
tea
your...
ceremony and then splash her
You're
with tea.
over her shoulder
Scalding
like,
hot.
what's that?
This is a... I don't know. Tarek, what do you think? Is it a minor or major breach of duty?
I read the book and it said major.
I think it's
Ooh.
major, yeah. So lose twice your honor.
Let me read it again, but I was looking at it earlier.
Yeah, going against your Geary is pretty harsh.
So, okay, so twice your honor, like,
What's your honor?
63.
So you'll lose
So you
12
lose
points
12. Oof.
for calming her down.
So you'd be at 51.
6.
On the bright side, though, you feel calmer.
You do. You feel calmer, she feels calmer, and you got yourself that void point.
Yeah.
So, she will, after the tea ceremony. Well, let's tell you what happens during the tea ceremony. The tea ceremony, you do very well at it. All of the customs are done very beautifully. You get in touch with your inner self with it. There's like a spiritual moment. As I'm going to say that because this takes a while as a downtime activity, that all of the lanterns start coming down the river during the tea ceremony, and their golden light shines through the curtains, and it kind of makes it a
quite the
bit
romantic
magical.
moment.
And it's very tasty tea. And then afterwards, Ayuri will say, Doji Daisuke-san,
Mm. Yes.
you're friends with Ide Youngso.
I'm he is a traveling companion. Yes.
He's
Like, I
just a
could
traveling
say.
companion. How well do you know him?
Well, he was part of the entourage with the remainder of us, or with the most of us. For Shozo, I would say I've known him for a few weeks, to say the least. Now, I wouldn't say I know everything about him, or most of the others, as a matter of fact.
Right. Doji Sakurako is she close family? Is she distant?
Well, I mean, let's see. So, like, going out of character for the moment, I think meeting Sakurako here would be the first time
Yeah.
Daisuke has ever
Otherwise,
interacted
she's
with
just
her.
kind of like this woman who floats down the corridor surrounded by other girls that you just don't deal with. That's not your thing, and you're not too far out from Gimpuku anyways. So
Yeah. So Daisuke answers, "Well, I haven't met her until coming here to the city, so I wasn't really aware of her presence if I've been around her before."
so you don't know anything about Doji Sakurako.
Not quite. No.
You know who her uncle is.
Hold on. I made a roll for that a few weeks ago. So I should have that somewhere here.
I don't think you did.
So it wasn't me who made that roll.
I don't think you know anything about Doji Sakurako.
Ah, okay.
That was Sora.
Yeah.
All right, all right. No, I don't know much about her. She has a different fashion sense from what I understand compared to most of the Crane, which, pink is quite a nice complementary look to her. Powder blue and pink seem to work quite well together.
Where do your loyalties lie, Doji-san?
Why, I mean, to my clan, of course.
To your clan? Do you even know your clan? You don't even know who Doji Sakurako is.
I mean, she came from a sorority, and I was from a completely different school. Like, we
you're
all
you're
don't
both Doji
attend the same
courtiers.
academy. Hmm?
You're both Doji courtiers. But they kept you in the dark? You're not important.
Hmm. Well, that is quite a worrisome thought. Hmm. can I get a sentiment check on
Yes,
what
you can
she's,
get a
what
sentiment
she's trying
check.
to do? Yeah, because like it sounds like that she's trying to freak out Daisuke at this point. So I will do analyze
All right.
on what the heck she's doing.
Analyze is air.
Mhm.
So you will need a TN3.
Ooh, ouch. All right, I'll go ahead and spend that void point that I earned back earlier from the tea ceremony. Because I really want to know what the heck she's doing. Oh, that is painful.
Yeah.
Well, at least I got 2 opportunities. Let me take a look at my freaking list and see what the
3
roll will do for me.
opportunities. Unless you're using one to get rid of your strife.
I mean, I'm not getting a strike from this roll, and I can't go really much below.
You could have
below...
used our bond, by the way. Our rival bond.
Yeah, I have not. I have not
I think it's too late,
committed
but
to
I'm
the
not
roll yet. So I have not
Oh.
committed to the roll yet. Let me take a look at the character sheet and look at the bond rival. Okay, equal to your bond rank, and so far the bond rank is only 1, so I can re-roll at least 1 of the die.
Uh-huh.
All right, cool.
But who
cool.
knows? You only need 1 more success.
Fair. All right. Let me re-roll this opportunity right here, because usually the white dies do more successes. Let's give that a shot. And it's still
Same
rolled
thing
into
again.
a freaking opportunity.
Okay.
Uh,
You don't know what she's getting at. You have no idea what she's talking about. What if she's trying to get at you, or if she's trying to get at one of your friends, or if she's trying to get at Doji Sakurako. You don't know what she's getting at and why she's questioning you this way.
hold on, I'm also trying to read what I could do with the opportunity. Notice an interesting detail. Let's see, that's general use. Scholar, social, conflict, martial arts, homebrew, succeed an attack roll.
Doom.
Yeah, doomed. Pick doomed.
What was the benefit of using Doom again?
You get a void point,
Get a void point.
but something bad happens.
Yeah.
Is it going to be to just me or to the both of us? Because that
You
could
don't
help
know.
in sabotaging.
Yeah, you never know. He'll make something up.
Of course, it'll happen to you, but what collateral damage will happen? I don't know. We'll see.
But if you're out of options, you could always doom.
I wouldn't. Not at this point. It's just a sentiment
this
check.
point.
Who cares?
Yeah. All right. It doesn't look like I can really get much interesting, much of anything that's interesting with opportunities in air.
Pick
Notice
something.
an interesting detail. Huh?
Pick something.
All right. To notice an interesting detail about a character in the scene.
Okay.
Okay.
Notice an
confirming.
interesting detail about her. Excellent.
Such as an advantage or disadvantage. Blah,
You
blah,
know
blah,
what?
blah, blah.
I'll tell you that she is paranoid. She's a paranoid girl.
All right.
So, yes. So where we were in the conversation is that she said that you are not important, which could be seen as a slight.
Yeah.
She says,
You know what?
"What do you say about that? What do you say to that?"
Well, eventually I can climb up the rungs and find out what exactly is going on with my clan. Then, just because I'm not
She
important now, it doesn't
laughs. She
it doesn't
laughs.
mean what
She
happened
says,
eventually.
she says, I am a Tomo Ayuri of the Imperial families.
Hmm.
I have been trying for a long time to ferret out what is going on. And instead, I have been buried. I have been buried and buried. I have been buried alive.
Due to all the pressure of being part of the Imperial family.
Oh. You have no idea what's going on. That there is a web of lies, there's a web of deceit within Rokugan's core. And it eats out the most powerful first. It rots from within. It rots from the head down.
That is concerning.
If you are looking for truths, it will be with your rotten head. No offense to your daimyo. But there is things that are happening that can affect even your daimyo. In fact, I would not be surprised if your daimyo was targeted specifically and is within their clutches, struggling in that web. Doji Sakurako, she's a seamstress. She's a spinner of the web. Talk to your friend Ide Yungso.
I will perhaps
He
do so.
might be doing good work. I don't know. Maybe there's infighting. But hey, you can talk to Doji Young, or you can talk to Ide Youngso, and then come back to me and tell me what he's up to. Whose side is he on? Is he on the side of angels or demons, or I guess the Celestials or Oni?
I'll see what I can do. I can ferret out.
The poetry competition is about to begin. I need to go.
All right. I wish you luck,
Right,
and if at all possible, I would like to see you again afterwards. And
I would-
let's see what would be an appropriate blessing, Amaterasu or Lord Anatangu's blessing for
May the
poetry?
odds ever be in your favor.
Before you come and talk to me again, make sure you talk to Ide Youngso. And she'll
Certainly.
bow, and she'll leave.
Right. Bow as well.
All right, and that is that. Scorpion,
Hello.
you have 8 minutes. I'm sorry, Sasha and Tarek, that most of the game was taken up by other characters. That said, you had 2 very good, very long game sessions. I hope you enjoyed listening to this one and being here as moral support for them and giving your bonds advantages to them so they can you helped in spirit.
It was absolutely riveting.
I know.
I'm just here to
No,
make
for sure,
smart
I
ass
will-
comments.
I know for sure I will definitely rank up my rival bond because it will help out.
Well, that takes both of us ranking it up.
Really,
Yeah.
really quickly though, you two characters, your two scorpion characters, what did they want to do? Because I think maybe we can just narrate that real quick.
I would honestly rather wait till next week at this point because it's really late. And yeah.
Okay, sure. Next week is the poetry competition. That will be happening. We will be doing the lantern, the lantern ceremony, followed by the poetry competition. Doji.
I'm going to. I would like it if you just narrated me causing havoc with children.
Yes. You have a parade of children that you march down the street to the bridges and unleash your special lanterns down the river, and everybody likes it and everybody loves you. All the kids love you.
Yay!
And then you make your way
Gotta have my
back
kids now. Yeah.
to the poetry competition in time for it, and everybody gets there on time. We'll figure out what Bayushi Naurin does next week again, I guess. I am stuttering up a storm. Cannot talk. Tongue is tied. Hey, I guess everybody get 2 experience points.
I guess.
Guess. We're gonna do some glory and honor.
I already applied my honor loss earlier, so...
Hold on.
Here, I found the page that it's referring to. So breaches of duty and loyalty, it could be minor or major. Either minor, refusing in order to protect your lord's interests, could be interpreted as minor, or breaches of honor, major, neglecting your duty to pursue your earthly desires. So like to make yourself feel better or something like that.
Yeah.
So
That's me.
I don't know,
the main
this feels
reason
more
why
like a
I
minor
conducted
to
the
me.
tea ceremony is to kind of get rid of all her suspicions that I was involved in, like, you know, the reason why she was, like, paranoid. It's to kind of clear my good standing and at least make, or establish a, like, you know, personal relationship with her. To at least...
It also significantly increase her chances of winning.
So what I'm going to say, I'm going to make this a minor breach of duty, not a major breach of honor. So give yourself 6 points of honor back. Since you got rid of 12, it'll just be a 6-point honor loss.
I mean, he's still trying to work toward that Geary, even if he did it wrong.
Yeah. So I'm just going to make it a minor one. I think that makes the most sense. For trying to make amends with her, that is courtesy. And that will be a minor for courtesy. That's 3 points more honor.
I do want to say that Naurin did bully him into doing that. So I do want to petition myself as the linchpin of that action happening.
I think I
because
already
did
gave you
make
honor
it
for
finish.
that last game.
No, you
Yeah.
gave me honor for forcing him to talk to the guards
To report the murder.
To report the murder.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you a point of honor. You can have a point of honor. Go for it. So there was a break and entering.
Yeah.
Point of our loss
I
each time
expect
you
we'll
juke
both be losing honor for
juke the
that.
guy.
So this is what's going to happen.
I did my best to cause no harm in the process, though.
Yeah.
So a Yuri may not know you're the thief itself, but knows you're connected. You have something to do with all of this. That's why she didn't say that you stole anything, or she just knows you're in the soup. Because you lied
I
about
may not
it.
be the meat that they're looking for, but I'm at least a potato.
It's the 2 potatoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
He's got some taters in the mix.
You will lose glory equal to your glory rank.
Okay.
Because she knows, and she's starting to spread it around a little, like she likes to do. She's a little.
She's mixing the pot.
She is a gossip, and does talk about these. Because the first thing she started to do is talk to Doji-san about what happened. She has little tidbits. And she's gonna sprinkle them around.
Another question on maintenance, though. Has the tension dropped?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me click that button. Boom. Tension of the scene
Thank you.
drops. For the break-in itself, we're gonna say that is breach of righteousness. So for both of you actually broke in and both of you actually stole. There wasn't anybody who. So everybody loses a major. Double your honor rank. Both of you. And that's it. That'll cover it.
I'm down to 36. Which means somehow I'm still more honorable than the himbo.
Yep.
I can't
Sorry,
believe
it's
his honor's
Hijimbo,
only
not Himbo?
30.
Jimbo.
Oh, no, he's a himbo.
He's the
I
himbo.
know.
Yeah.
Himbo.
The himbo
I had to
Yojimbo.
make the pun. I've been quiet all game.
He's beefy
He's a
and
Yojimbo himbo.
shockingly good looking.
He's a
Just
huge
only has a
himbo.
hamster wheel
Looking
in
for
the brain department.
I'm
Actually,
looking for the
if we were
thief.
to compare
There's a
brain
thief
He
to-
has a
around here.
coherent thought when the Windows logo bounces into the corner just right.
As I've heard
Koala.
before,
Brain does a koala.
the hamster wheel's spinning, but the hamster's dead.
Oh god.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. If you watched this all the way through, you obviously liked it. Hit the like button and do the Twitch things if you're on Twitch. I don't know what those Twitch things are.
Me neither.
Give us a heart
what?
or something. I don't know.
Buy a
Subscribe.
bit.
give me a follow. Subscribe to me on YouTube. All of those different things. I love you guys a lot, and we will see you next time. From Matt, Tarek, Sasha, James, Crystal, my name's Corey. Go roll some dice.
Dish out the